New Mills in Stroud is one of the oldest in the area, with parts of the original building dating back to the 15th century. It's now home to Trainspotters, a business specialising in stylish industrial lighting, and with a showroom in the former mill building. Owner Jesse Carrington and members of staff have experienced some unusual happenings and invited psychic medium Jessica May to have a look around.
So obviously it's a very old mill here that goes back to perhaps the 1500s or something like that, but the chap who remodelled it, whose name I've forgotten but I can find out, I think in the 1800s remodelled it and built it in the kind of form of almost like a sort of country house, except he lived on this side of it and the workplace was on the other side of it.
Jessica was given a guided tour of the mill, with the first stop in the large showroom.
This floor, everything here just feels like it's had many footsteps, it's had many experiences, shall we say, of people. I'm even getting women giving birth.
Wow.
And I don't know 100%, but I feel like somebody lost their life here as well. It doesn't feel like there's been negative, it doesn't feel like someone's been murdered, it doesn't feel like there's sorrow here. It feels, I mean, I know you've got lots of light in, but it does feel very uplifting, very vibrant.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
And if it was anything negative, you would all know about it. So in here, this is a room that's been used multiple times over the years for different purposes. Lots of interesting purposes as well, from like wool all the way through to like lighting today. So there's a vast amount of history in here. And I think this is probably my favourite room because of the lighting, but because there's such a nice energy in here. No, I definitely get that higher energy. So it feels like it's busy up here. So I don't know whether there was like, almost like a walk-through, or there was something that would have gone on up in the rafters, I feel, or a lot of storage up there. That feels quite busy.
Yeah.
What I'm sensing up there is a gentleman in like the Victorian clothing, almost like the dungaree type of look.
Work clothing.
Yeah, work clothing, little peak cap. That's what I'm sensing up there. And I feel like there would have been stairs or something from down here going up.
I was telling you earlier, sometimes we have dinners around this amazing table we got here. And I had my stepdaughter's 18th birthday. Her grandmother came and sat over here. And while she was here, she went, I just realised I used to work here when I was a girl. And she said, and there used to be a platform that came along through, you can actually see there's a blocked up entranceway in the wall. Do you see there's a kind of arch of stone?
Yes.
And she said, so we used to walk through there along a metal platform, and then the steps came down about where we are here.
Oh, wow.
So that was and it was a printer works in the 60s.
I didn't even know this place existed, so I knew nothing at all. But I have found it very interesting, just walking around, picking up what I've picked up on, but then also for Jessie to inform me of a few things or confirm a few things at the same time.
I thought it was really interesting how in this space she picked up on the walkway coming in with the steps down, and she literally just basically described precisely where, I know they used to be in the 60s because I know people who worked here when it was a printers and have described exactly that. So that was really interesting. She's picked up on that energy of people coming down that, was able to describe the physical staircase that was here.
This I felt was quite busy, a lot of work going on, but as we went through the corridor, for me that was more eerie. I'm not sure why, I didn't feel anything dark, it just felt like there was more energy. It was a complete different era, complete different times. I would say if you're going to hear people, it'd be coming up here, or it would sound like that, like more of a scuffle. But there's just, in general, a lot of masculine, a lot of male energies coming out. I'm seeing a lot of peak caps and short men as well.
Yeah.
And also I've got a gentleman he smokes a pipe, and I don't know if anyone has smelt this, but it's like a real strong tobacco-y, woodbiney type smell. You might think, he's smoking in here. It's like that strong pipe smell is what's coming off there, but he's got like a longish beard, and yeah, I want to say like quite a bit of a beard going on, and he's got his waistcoat on, but he's got his pipe. He would have thought himself quite dignified, but he was just a worker, is what I'm getting here.
Yeah. Oh, he was a worker.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it still would have been either higher up in the ranks, or he would have, you know, he'd certainly get mucked in and help out the people.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I'm seeing it as a photograph, so I don't know if there's a photograph of this gentleman locally somewhere, because I feel he would have gone to like a local pub or you know, like an inn or something. But I see it as a photograph, black and white. And there's a link, I don't know if it's of him, but there's a link to here with Sheepscombe. I get the name Adrian quite strongly as well, with someone here. Again, I don't know if that's that gentleman with the beard or that's the name I'm getting coming through. This has been a very busy part of the building over many different years. Yeah. It just feels as so much has happened here.
So you're talking about footsteps coming through. So that is the single thing in here that most of us had the experience of, is footsteps coming down exactly this area. Sometimes with whistling, actually. Really quite pronounced whistling. Almost quite happy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like almost like a sort of just very everyday kind of whistle, but often just the footsteps coming down, yeah. Poppy had it the other day. So Poppy the other day walked down, and then I was in the office, and then she called me and said, "Were you just following me down whistling?" I said, "No." No. She said there was footsteps and whistling coming up behind me.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What I found particularly interesting was she was picking up on the kind of working history of the place, which I didn't expect at all. Jessica's never been in here, but I've been in here for 10 years. I've found out what I can about the building. I know it very intimately, and she's, you know, there's things she's saying that she couldn't have known about. You know, I know what certain bits of the building were used for, and Jessica didn't, but she's completely picked up on that.
Even though it's old, it feels very modern, it's well loved, well looked after, so I'm definitely going to take that vibe home with me.